Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and I post 2 videos a week on a Tuesday and a Thursday at 7 AM. So if you love recipe videos like this one and you want to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now I'm going to share with you how to make my delicious bacon, pumpkin and coriander soup. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make my delicious bacon, pumpkin and coriander soup. Now this recipe is really easy to make and I love this time of year because it's time for pumpkins to grow. Halloween is nearly upon us and winter is too, and pumpkins have started to grow, and I love making foods with pumpkin. It's not something I can honestly say I had a lot of as a child, but as an adult and as they become more popular in the UK, we've started eating them a lot more, especially at this time of year. I love butternut squash and I also love pumpkins and squashes as well, and they make great soups too. So yes, I decided today that we are going to have a bacon, pumpkin and coriander soup for our dinner, and while I was making it, of course, I thought I'd share the recipe with you. So here is how to make my delicious soup. I have just washed my pumpkin. Now it's just Howard, Ted and I having this meal this evening, so I've only got a small pumpkin. If you want to make more, then all you have to do is just buy a larger pumpkin. So for the soup, I have got here an onion that I have peeled and quartered, and I'm just going to put that into my baking tray. And then I have 1 piece of ginger, I think it was about 1 inch thick, that I've just quartered. I'm going to put that in. And I've also got about 6 cloves of garlic. I think it was about 6 to 8. We love garlic in this house, so I just chuck loads in. So I'm just going to put that in. And then I've got my pumpkin, which I said I've already washed. And all I'm going to do is just stab a few holes in it before I put it in the oven so that it doesn't explode when it goes in. So I'm just going to put that in, and then I'm just going to move this over and I'm going to add a little bit of oil to the vegetables that I've put in here. You can just bake them dry if you want to, but I like to add a little bit of oil to them. This stoneware I have here is a Pampered Chef stone, so you don't really need any oil to cook things in it. Obviously if you don't have stoneware, then please do add oil to the vegetables so they don't get stuck to the bottom of the baking tray when you put it in the oven. So that's that done now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook this for about 30 to 40 minutes. As I said earlier, I'm making this into a bacon, pumpkin and coriander soup. So I have put 3 rashers of bacon into a small baking tray, and I'm going to put this under the grill now. In the original recipe I think I said 4 to 8 rashers of bacon, but again, as I'm serving this to Howard, Ted and myself, I don't want to put too much in. Ted can have the leftover bacon for a bacon sandwich tomorrow, or Howard can if he wants to. So yes, I'm going to put this in until it's cooked. I think it'll probably take around about 5 to 10 minutes now. So as you can see, the bacon is well and truly done, and I'm going to set this aside and leave it to cool now. So the pumpkin and the other ingredients have been in the oven for about 40 minutes. The pumpkin is a lovely golden brown colour, so I know that's cooked, and the garlic and the onions and the ginger is all golden brown as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out of the oven now and leave them to cool. I've left the pumpkin to cool until it is touchable. So it's still warm, but I can touch it with my hands now. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take out the seeds of the pumpkin. I'm just going to put these into the bowl like so. And then once I've taken out all of the seeds, I'm just going to remove the flesh or the skin from around the side, and I'm going to put the flesh into another bowl, and that is what I'm going to use for my soup. I think I'm probably going to use all of this pumpkin as well because it wasn't very big. I think in the original recipe I said to use 250 grams of cooked pumpkin, but because this isn't very big, I think I'm just going to use all of it. So I'm going to continue to scrape out the flesh and remove the seeds from the other half in a moment as well. So I'm going to continue to do this now. Now that my pumpkin is cooked and my bacon is done, I'm ready to make the soup. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add, I think in the original recipe I said about 2 litres of chicken stock or vegetable stock, but as it's only Ted Haldonite, I'm only going to do 1,000 litres, or 1 litre. So I'm just going to pour about half into there, and the reason I'm pouring half in is because I'm a bit afraid it all won't fit in one go. So I'm just going to pour half in for now, and I'm going to put half of these ingredients in. So here I have some coriander that I'm just going to put in, and I'm going to put half of the cooked pumpkin in and about half of the bacon, and I've removed the skins from the garlic as well. So they're all going to go in now as well, and the onions are beautifully cooked as well. They look so yummy. This all smells so good on its own. I could eat it right now. So yes, I'm just putting these ingredients in, and then once they've gone in, I shall put about half of the beans I've cooked. So in the original recipe I said to use 2 tins of cannellini beans. Since that I wrote that recipe, I've actually started using dried. I find them cheaper and a lot easier and stuff as well. I just soak them overnight and then I just cook them on the hob, and I find that if I have a tin of cannellini beans, I tend to have to use the whole tin, whereas when I've got dried, I can just weigh out a certain amount and that's it. So I think I've weighed out about 100 grams of cannellini beans, and I'm just going to put about half into my blender, like so, and then going to put the lid on, and I'm going to blend all of these ingredients together. I've blended all of my ingredients until they are smooth, and now I'm just going to pour this into a saucepan, which I'll put on the hob later. But I'm going to repeat the process for the rest of the ingredients now. So before I forget, I'm going to add a little bit of pepper to this. It already has quite a lot of salt in it from the bacon, so I'm not going to add any extra salt, but I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper. And I will be heating it up later on the hob. I'm not going to eat it cold or make my family eat it cold either. Yes, I'll be heating it up later, and then I'll serve it with some, for me, I'll be serving it with some chickpea flour wraps, and I will share the recipe for those in the description box below. And then my husband and son will have cheese on toast with it. So it makes a really brilliant wintry meal, this one. And when this soup is warm, it's so good, I can't tell you. But I just thought I'd show you what it looks like now in the bowl. And that is our dinner this evening. That's how you make my delicious bacon, pumpkin and coriander soup, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for dinner this evening, and I cannot wait. It smells so good. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.